First-time parents, we didn't know anything. We thought everything was normal, so we actually didn't know that there were signs. Someone had to tell us, and it was their daycare lah. I mean, I still remember when my wife said the teachers noticed a few things, like things that you hear quite often when you talk about kids in the spectrum, like no eye contact, non-verbal. He also has this tendency that he likes to run around place first every time it's new, and now we know so that he can feel the place. And one thing led to another. Of course, I think the teachers had a challenging time because they were good friends as well. And it was tough for them to approach us because it's not something that people like to hear. And I think still even so now. So we've been through that. And I think the first time we took him to Nasom for assessment. And when I went with the teacher, they were kind enough to come along and we did the assessment. And in a way, thankfully, the person who assessed him said, he doesn't hit all the markers. However, he had certain challenges. We needed to send him for occupational therapy. We needed to send him for speech therapy. And we were happy. Well, at least I was happy because I think that time me and my wife, we didn't really discuss much about it because we thought okay, it's nothing much, just another run of the mill. And that was in 2015. And at that time we said, okay, we're going to help him. So we did take him for occupational therapy. Not really much speech therapy. I mean, that came later. But it came to a point where 2 years later, he had challenges at the daycare again. And I also can remember this because the daycare was doing their job. They were just getting them ready for school because he was going to go to school. And unfortunately, I would say, he had challenges during that season. So we were asked to go for another assessment. Of course, I think after 2 years therapy and everything, I was a little bit distraught, not happy, distraught, and I think that's where we had, me and my wife had more real conversations. So in the end, we did take him to a developmental ped. At that time, also because of the 2 years of OT, we were a little bit more educated, a little bit more aware about special needs, but not fully, because I would dare say we were sort of like in denial for 2 years. It was a real blow, and we did take him. And I would say within the span of 6 months, it was quite long, 6 to 8 months, it was just limbo. It was just crazy. It was just trying to decide how to navigate daycare and should we send him for this and that. And we actually took some time to talk. We took some time to really, sometimes you gotta put a pause in your life, in your busy life, to really reflect and talk about your future and how it's going to look like. So we had to do that. I think we were forced to do that, to come to a realization. And lo and behold, like my wife said earlier on, we sent him for assessment again, and this time to a developmental ped. And he was diagnosed as having mild autism. And I think at that time we were both ready to receive the diagnosis, and we accepted it, and we moved forward. I think we came to a resolution that we will help him no matter what the pathway he took. We will help him no matter what he needed. Of course we had to be wise. We didn't just sacrifice everything, but we decided that we're going to help him. And it was not about us. It's not about what we wanted as parents. It was just about how can we help our son to progress. And it was, I think after that, it was easier. And it was mainly easier because we were not in denial anymore. And it was easier also because we knew what to do. So the assessment really helped us to be clear, to have a clear plan forward, to look for the right things. That was how we found out. That was how we came about. It was a 2-year journey.